things in the YouTube side of things. You know, Kanye West only did this song with Slum Village to piss off somebody else because they weren't gonna pay him properly. So he did this song with Slum Village and didn't even charge them anywhere near the normal price what his normal rate was. That's how they were able to get him on the song. Which is truly just a Kanye thing to do. Let me pin this. All right. Let me start the stream.
No more heroes, it's Kira, the Kira, catch on nobody but yourselves, nothing less to do.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
Ow!
Thank you guys so much for waiting through that starting soon screen. Especially you, Dre. Congratulations on being first today. Just want to take a moment to say congratulations to everybody for making it through a week. It's been hectic for me. I don't know if it's been hectic for you guys. But if you're someone who's been struggling, not feeling well, not doing well, it's Friday and the weekend's almost here. Hope everybody gets some time to just rest, relax, collect themselves, enjoy the weekend, unless you work on the weekend. I know some people have some different schedules. Like I know some people who have Mondays and Tuesdays off, and my God, man, like I gotta pray for y'all. What's up, Shaggy? Appreciate you popping in as well. What a week. I feel it. I feel it. But yeah, be that as it may, regardless of what your work schedule is, regardless of what you do for work, I hope that it's enough to cover and pay for all your bills, and I hope that it brings you peace of mind and that you're able to relax at least on your days off. But today we're going to be covering some gaming news. I finished Dying Like the Beast the other day, and we're going to be starting Ghost of Yotei on lethal mode today. Just kind of wanted to see what it was about, how hard the game was, and how fun it was. I've been really excited for it. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. I have to resist the urge to call it Sushi Main. If you know Jay, you know. But it was a really fun game. The sequel seems to be, what's the word for it? Even better in certain ways. Not the super giant big leap I think people were expecting. From what I've heard thus far, these are just the first impressions, not my own. But I'm just going to go in with a clean slate, fresh pair of eyes as much as I can, much as humanly possible. I've been avoiding as much as I could about this game to try and play it as blindly as possible. Not looking at any boss fights, not looking at any different enemies that might be in the game, as well as like the other weapons besides the initial trailers. So I'm really excited to try that out. And besides that, just been playing Tekken and Armor King. Recently dropped an edit. I might drop it on YouTube if I can get the time to avoid the, what's the word for it? Make sure everybody who can see it does. I really enjoyed making it. First, I wasn't feeling the best about it. I kind of just didn't think it turned out, I'd say, initially the way I wanted. But I did way better. And it's one of those things, if you've ever been a content creator or if you've ever been someone who makes art by drawing, or whether it's a movie, an animation, anything of the sort, you know, if you put something out there, the hardest part is getting what you see in your head out in person. Like I would equate it to like maybe writing a song, doing poetry, really trying to convey a certain emotion that you may be feeling or a certain type of vision that you have for the stuff that you want to make. And that's one of the hardest things, is putting what's in your head out there the way that you want it to be seen. And that was kind of my attempt at whenever I do edits, whenever I make videos, I make them with a certain purpose in mind, or with a certain intention, with a certain emotion. Because I think that's one of the, self-expression is one of the biggest and one of the most important aspects of life not everybody gets to explore. And that's something I wish more people could partake in. I think that I wish that's more something that we would push as a society more, is going back to fine art and drawing and just making things for the sake of making them. I think that was one of the most beautiful parts of early YouTube. Anyways, I'm yapping. Before I go off on a tangent and talk about how good things used to be and how good sometimes things still are, because I never want to be one of those people that just constantly reminisces about the past, and I'm so distracted by the past that I forget to live in the present or look forward to the future. It's a good way of rabbit holing yourself into a dark place. I think it's important to enjoy now and the people around you that you have in your life currently. Anyways, like I said, I'm yapping. I'm gonna save this for our mental health discussion. I want to get into this gaming news, and then I want to play Ghost of Yotei. So, yo, Emily Art, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Panda Army. Hope all is well. What was I gonna say? I was actually gonna be talking about a company that, you know, most people have been voting against the last couple of years within good reason, and has recently been in the headlines for getting bought out by a private investment fund. We're going to be talking about EA today, but actually we have some good news for EA. Because apparently Battlefield 6 has been doing really well, so well in fact that they've shattered records on becoming the biggest launch in the franchise's history. Millions of players have joined the fight to break the series' beta and launch records for player engagement and franchise sales. And following a record-shattering open beta in August, Battlefield 6 now has the biggest opening ever in the storied Battlefield franchise. And Battlefield 6 hit all-time highs for the franchise sales during the first 3 days of launch, selling over 7 million copies and counting. Thanks to the series' passionate community, the game had over 172 million matches played online and accumulated over 15 million hours watched on streaming services during the 3-day weekend, as well as earning the most concurrent players for Battlefield ever. Sorry, that was a mouthful. I had to drink some water. But first and foremost, we want to thank our players, said Byron Breed, general manager of Battlefield. Battlefield 6 was built with our fans from the initial concept through to the implementation of Battlefield Labs and into the record-shattering open beta. We have been obsessed with player feedback. Together with our players, we've had a singular goal: to craft the best Battlefield ever, and this is just the beginning, as our first new season of new content is just 12 days away. We never take moments like this for granted, so I just wanted to express our sincere gratitude to our global Battlefield studios and passionate community that has helped us get to this point. And this is said by Vince Zabella, Executive Vice President. And we appreciate you joining us for Battlefield 6 momentous launch, and we have so much more to come in the weeks ahead. Now, apparently Battlefield 6 takes the fight to an unprecedented level, with brand new multiplayer modes, an exciting blockbuster single-player campaign, a host of enhancements that have created a remarkable sandbox where every fight, vehicle, and strategy leads to victory, and the return to Portal, offering powerful creative tools that players have already used to demonstrate their mind-blowing creativity and skills. Funnily enough, people have already used this Portals mode to make different Call of Duty maps within Battlefield. So if you're someone who's very nostalgic for certain Call of Duty experiences but necessarily doesn't want to play Black Ops 6 to experience them, or some of the older Call of Duties, if you want to play certain maps in Battlefield, you can. Just something to look forward to. Stuff like this I always think is really cool, giving players the opportunity to express themselves creatively, which is one of the reasons I think Fortnite and games like Roblox have lasted so long, because they do reward player creativity. But Battlefield 6's explosive launch is the first step to building a connected Battlefield universe for the franchise. With Season 1 releasing imminently on October 28th, the first phase of the thrilling seasonal content kicks off with Rogue Ops, which includes a new map called Blackwell Fields, built for the chaos of all-out warfare and intense new 4v4 mode. Seasonal content will be released on a consistent basis, with the next 2 phases of Season 1 content arriving later this year. Battlefield 6 is now available for PlayStation, well, yeah, you guys know what it's on, PS5, Series S and X, PC, via Steam, Epic, or the EA app. And of course for $70, or I'm sorry, a Phantom Edition for $100. Oh, I misread this for a second. I glossed over this and thought all these nines. I missed the period and I thought it was $999. I was going to lose my mind. Remember, reading is key and fundamental. And even if you have a degree, sometimes you may not be able to read properly. But another game that comes off from some people who have splintered away from EA, if you're familiar with the finals, the levels of destruction and the level of environmental destructibility, I really say, is what that game is most known for. And that's because the creators and developers of that game were people who came directly from DICE, who worked on the old Battlefield games, the finals. If you guys don't know, their studio name is Embark, and they're also working on a new game, and that's coming out this month by the name of Arc Raiders. And it's having its final open beta this weekend as of right now. They're doing a server slam test, And this is just like showing you how to play, which platforms it's on, the start date, which again is today. But if you can't bear to wait a few more days, one final Arc Raiders open beta test. Oh, side note, play the finals. Play the finals. It's free. If you're someone who's been looking for a new shooter and really wants that type of Battlefield feel with Call of Duty's fast pace, play the finals. It's a really great competent shooter. They do a lot of good things. Try it out. It's free after all. But anyways, their other game, Arc Raiders, will not be free. I believe it'll be around $30. But it's trying to ascertain server stability and functionality with this current server slam test. And there are no more Arc Raiders delays on the cards. We know the developers thought the game was not fun, hence earlier delays. Because this game used to be PvE, for those who don't know, it used to be a PvE extraction shooter. But then they made it a PvE VP extraction shooter, similar to games like Hunt Showdown or Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov or Arena Breakout Infinite, if you're familiar with those. And we are now about as locked in as you'll need to be once you set foot in Speranza and the surface for real this time. But just in case, Embark Studios has unleashed one final open beta test for Arc Raiders. It's a server stress test to find out how many players are likely to pop in on release day and how the servers will handle the enormous amount of pressure likely heading the shooter's way. This game also does have proximity chat. But the concluding Arc Raiders open beta will begin on October 17th, so like I said, today. And you've got until October 19th to see what the extraction shooter is all about heading into launch. So if you're someone who's sitting on the fence about this game, didn't really know what it was, or wanted to try it out, this weekend would be a great time for you. It's only a short one, but it's both a final chance to see if Arc Raiders is for you. And this is your moment to let Embark Studios know if anything needs fixing, improving, or looking at before October 30th. Now, the Server Slam test is a fully open beta, meaning you don't need an invite. Anyone can just go in and download and play it. No codes, no need to redeem anything, no need to sign up for anything. You don't have to pre-order. The only thing you have to do on your end is just download it to your format and prepare yourself for more chaos. Speaking of which, you can download the Arc Raiders Server Slam test on PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC through Steam and Epic Game Store. It's a current gen release for Arc Raiders, no PS4, Xbox One, or Switch versions. If you meet the criteria for the beta, you can download and play from October 17th. And if you make progress in our Arc Raiders Server Slam open beta, tests will not carry over into the full game. So given how close we are to launch, will you wait for our... Oh yeah, this is just I'm asking if you'll wait for it. I believe this is also crossplay. Let me double check. Yeah, so the game has full crossplay. So whatever system you're on, you'll be able to play with your friends. So if you want to see what that's like, how to experience that, and how smooth the gameplay is, something to look forward to. If you're someone who's missing something to play, or wanted another game to stream, there it is. But speaking of a studio who might have lost their minds, Tencent apparently wanted to go in and make a The Last of Us game after Sony rejected the Horizon project. Now, if you know the Last of Us franchise, there's a lot of controversy surrounding the second game. A lot of people are unhappy about some deaths that happened in there. The overall theme of revenge is bad. The writing and how some things went. But also, it's important to remember when that game first got announced, a lot of the story leaked out of order that wasn't supposed to be shown to the public. And while I say, if you're someone who doesn't like the story, I think everybody unanimously agrees that the gameplay of The Last of Us 2 is better than the first game. I just don't think they were going to be able to capture lightning in a bottle twice, no matter what, because that first game's story was amazing. It was very good. One of the first games I remember playing on a PS3. But a new court filing in Sony's lawsuit against Tencent, I didn't even realize they were suing them. That's funny. Reveals that Tencent wanted to pitch The Last of Us game after Sony rejected its earlier Horizon project. Sony's ongoing lawsuit against Tencent just got more interesting. The lawsuit filed over Tencent's upcoming title, Light of Motoram. Oh, yeah, this is what Sony claims to be a blatant Horizon clone. Now includes a new filing that sheds light on how far Tencent allegedly went to work with Sony before things fell apart. In a new opposition brief filed today, Sony not only pushed back against Tencent's attempt to dismiss the case, but called its claims nonsense and that the company is playing a shell game with its brands and entities to avoid liability. As part of the opposition filing, Sony included a declaration, which was seen by the Game Post, from Oliver... Ooh, I'm going to butcher this person's name. Courtmatch? Head of mobile at PlayStation Studios, offering a behind-the-scenes look at how talks between the two companies unfolded before things went south. Now, he went on to say that his team traveled to Shenzhen, China, to explore possible partnerships with Tencent and its studios, including Aurora Studios, the same developer behind this new Horizon ripoff. But according to the declaration, Tencent first floated a Horizon collaboration during a string of US-based meetings, one at DICE in Las Vegas and another at GDC 2024 in San Francisco. The project, codenamed Project Z, was presented by staff from Tencent's gaming division in Aurora Studio. Now, Sony formally rejected the idea in an April 8th, 2024 email, saying it wasn't interested in licensing Horizon. And now at the Game Developers Conference in March 2024 in San Francisco, California, this is still in the past, my team met with Tencent individuals identified as being associated with Tencent's Aurora Studios. Approximately 5 or 6 persons affiliated with Tencent attended the meeting. And during the meeting, Tencent pitched a Horizon theme project. Tencent also played a grainy video that was difficult to decipher. Tencent and Aurora Studios referred to this project as Project Z. I gotta make sure I'm drinking this water. And now I keep saying it now, but on May 16, 2024, Tencent responding saying its team wasn't interested in working on anything other than Horizon, citing their passion and the work they'd already done on Project Z. Now, the email stated that for the Aurora Studios team, Horizon was an IP that they were confident in adapting, not only due to their deep passion for the game, but also given some of the parallels and points of connection to the skill sets they perfected while working on Project Z. Now, a few months later, in July 2024, Court Manch and his team traveled to Shenzhen, China. Wait, didn't we just read this? Yeah, so they initially met to discover a deal for The Last of Us. But apparently, with respect to Aurora Studios, we went into the meeting under the impression that they wanted to do a potential collaboration for The Last of Us and not Horizon Zero Dawn. Well, what originally became Horizon Zero Dawn, I guess. And a slide appears showing with images that resembled a potential Horizon collaboration from Project Z concept discussed in March 2024. I recall the slide featuring a female character with costume designs resembling Horizon's mix of tribal clothing and metal armor, and a robot-animal hybrid resembling a Horizon robotic animal. Now that I've revealed the promotional materials released for Light of Motoram, I believe these images contain assets from the Light of Motoram game. I was confused by the slide given that we had rejected a potential Horizon collaboration and thought we were there to discuss The Last of Us among other opportunities. It's an interesting detail because it shows that there was once an opening, however brief, where Tencent and Sony may have worked together. Not Horizon, but The Last of Us, yet that meeting seems to solidify Sony's frustration instead of building a bridge. So that's interesting. I guess it gives some insight to the current case. They were really adamant about making this thing so much that they decided they were going to rip Sony off and make their own game with blackjack and hookers.
It's unbelievable.
If you get that reference, you might be old enough to be my dad. Anyways, like I said, developers losing their minds, studios losing their minds. We have somebody else saying GTA 6 deserves to be $100. Not all games are created equal. Again, if you didn't hear me the first time, he said GTA 6 deserves to be $100. This is from the director of Saints Row. The director of Saints Row insisted that not all games are created equal and that GTA 6 deserves to be $100. It's coming from the same person whose studio shut down.
It's unbelievable.
Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with what happened with the Saints Row franchise, originally they were GTA clones that told their own story, had some different things that separated the franchise, but from the outside looking in, everybody just looked at them kind of like GTA clones. Almost in the same way as Sleeping Dogs, where Sleeping Dogs did its own thing and added its own missions, own spin on stuff, and it was a really good story. Saints Row was always kind of like wacky, goofy, but also grounded in some type of reality and realism due to having like the gangster culture going along with it. But with 3 and 4 and the ones going forward, they ended up leaning a little too heavily into the funny and comedic aspect for a lot of people who were really fans of the earlier franchises, myself included. So it led to a big giant disconnect in the actual franchise. Then they dropped Gat Out of Hell. They dropped Agents of Mayhem, which was another reboot they tried to do early on, but didn't quite hit with fans the way they needed it to. So then they decided to reboot the franchise, but also it added in a lot of self-censorship, cut out a lot of the raunchy humor and jokes. I mean, found out that was due to THQ Nordic buying them originally, Volition, and which later got turned into Deep Silver. So much so to the point where it didn't matter if you're fans of the first 2 games, the first 3 games, if you're a fan of 4, if you're a fan of Gat Out of Hell, everybody hated it. And that game did so poorly that the studio shut down. I say all this to add context because that's who this quote is coming from. That GTA 6 deserves to be $100. You have to be very careful what you say, both as a content creator, streamer, game developer, public figure, because your words can and will be used against you. And when taken into context, people will use this to clown you. But let's go on to read and see why we can if we can make some sense about this. Because everyone is waiting patiently to see what Grand Theft Auto 6, Rockstar Games' next open world epic will be priced at. Now, for the longest time, the belief has been that the game will be priced at a whopping $100 for the standard edition, and a divisive potential price point has split the community down the middle yet again. Now, in a recent interview, one of the creators of Saints Row spoke out about Grand Theft Auto 6 and insisted that Take-Two and Rockstar Games can charge what they want for what might be the biggest game ever made. And if there's one game that can get away with a $100 price tag, it's probably Grand Theft Auto 6. This is what Chris Stockman, design director on the first Saints Row game, insisted. Now, in a recent exclusive interview with Esports Insider, that's when he said it. When asked about the potential for Grand Theft Auto 6 to emerge with a $100 price point, and likely more for a special edition, that would be wild. Stockman offered his 2 cents. They're the only ones that can get away with it. I don't think it's a rising tide that floats all boats. I think that there will be a tremendous amount of backlash if everyone switched to $100. Not all games are created equal, and I think GTA is the only one that can get away with it. And I hope they do. I really hope it's $100. I think it deserves to be $100. This is the part where the disconnect is. This is the part where the disconnect is. In a time where most people are living paycheck to paycheck, prices are higher than ever. People can barely afford 1 to 2 games out of every month or out the year, really, depending on what your actual finances are looking like when you're living check to check. We have a developer coming in and saying this game deserves to be $100.
Embarrassing.
My bad, I should have hit this one.
Negro, please.
It comes across as tone deaf almost, because don't get me wrong, GTA 6 is going to be a big game. It is going to be huge. It's going to be something that, even if it flops, is going to change the industry in some way, shape, or form. If it flops, it's going to be a lesson that nothing is too big to fail. If it does extremely well, it's going to be a lesson for pretty much developers going forward to see if they can get away with pricing their games at $100 or a higher price point. Whatever they decide to do, they pretty much are holding the game industry in their hands right now. And even the sad part is, since there's so much hype behind this game, even if it's bad, you're going to have some people gaslighting themselves to pick this game up and play it off of hype and name alone, because they've been waiting so long. And I'm someone who hopes this game does really well. Like, I'm someone who's looking forward to it just as well. But keep in mind, if this game comes out and is $100, don't be surprised if other companies start doing it too. We saw that happen with Switch games. We saw it happen as soon as the Band-Aid was ripped off. I think NBA 2K was one of the first games to start getting priced at $70, and then Nintendo started doing it. And then the prices just went up from there. Now $70 is becoming the new standard. But just remember, you and I have the power to change this. You and I absolutely have the power to change this. If you're someone who wants games to be cheaper, do not buy every single game that you see day one at the $70 price tag or at the $80 price tag. Wait for a sale, wait for the price to come down. Will there always be people who buy it at that price point? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean you have to make a bad decision just because a lot of other people are making that same bad decision. It doesn't mean that it's useless to not do it because other people are doing it. Vote with your wallet. Vote with your wallet. Group economics are indeed a thing. Love that for you, Wolf. Second interview lined up next week, Thursday. Dope. But the scope and magnitude of this production deserves that price tag, but not everything is treated equally. It would be a disaster if everyone tried to match them. Stockman revealed that the Grand Theft Auto 3 released in 2001 and was so awe-inspiring that it opened his eyes to the possibilities of gaming. In his words, he believed it was the future of games. 5 years later, he'd play a pivotal role in bringing Saints Row, a solid GTA competitor, to the market. Now it's predicted in July that GTA 6 will make an eye-watering $7 billion within 2 months when it's released in May 2026. These unprecedented predictions are based on the expectation that GTA 6 will be the fastest selling game in history, and it will easily surpass anything made to date. So that's interesting. I just wanted to cover that. And some good news. Glenn Schofield, one of the key developers of Dead Space 4 has commented on the possibility of making a Dead Space 4. So this is over 17 years after launching the original game. Jesus, this franchise is almost 2 decades old.
It's unbelievable.
Feels like not too long ago I was playing the first Dead Space on a 360 and then I cut it off and then never played it again because it was so scary. Like this game when it came out was absolutely horrifying. When I first turned on the game, I had nightmares. Like every night I went to sleep, this was just me. Like it was wild, man. To be fair, I was also a lot younger than the intended audience, though. That being said, the original Dead Space series creator Glenn Schofield wants to turn his sights back to the world of sci-fi horror, voicing an ambitious desire to pursue another sequel with Dead Space 4. And while he was not involved in development of second or third installments in the iconic franchise, Schofield has not given up hope on potentially returning to Dead Space for the future release. Funnily enough, I remember the second game had multiplayer, which I actually really enjoyed. I liked Dead Space 2's multiplayer. I don't know if you guys ever played it, but it was fun. It was essentially you were playing as a security team that was on the sprawl right before Isaac Clarke started waking up and doing the events of the game. But Dead Space 2 and BioShock 2 are games that I think that had underrated multiplayer because both of them were really fun and they were really tied in deeply to the game's lore. So it made sense. It wasn't just something they tacked on. And they had a bunch of lore-friendly moments. But considered to be among the best action horror games of all time, the original Dead Space is beloved for its brutal combat, iconic necromorphs, and surreal space setting. Despite impressive critical and commercial performances for the first 2 entries, Dead Space 3 was widely considered to be a step down from its predecessors, with many viewing the game as the reason for no further releases from the franchise. And with many years now having passed following that game's mixed launch, the audience hope for a revival of the Dead Space series with a brand new sequel has been reignited thanks to fresh comments from the IP's original creator. Dead Space 3 had the paid for multiplayer. Oh, jeez. You said when Dead Space came out, you were addicted to Dragon Fable. You know how much of a deep cut that is? Oh my goodness. I remember playing Dragon Fable, Adventure Quest Worlds. Like games like those are fun. Those are fun. Those are fun. But when asked, will Dead Space 4 ever happen? Glenn Schofield apparently responded optimistically about wanting to work on Dead Space 4. He quickly prefaced that he had already spoken to EA about the idea, was immediately met with rejection. That I did read an article on as well on stream. But however, the recent buyout of Electronic Arts has left Schofield feeling like the possibility of Dead Space 4 is still on the table, so much that he is already making calls and trying to see if there's a renewed interest in anyone buying the rights, especially since EA has that $20 billion of debt they shouldered, so they need all the money they can get right now. But even though the 2023 Dead Space remake received overwhelmingly positive reviews, the game's overall sales numbers fell well short of EA's expectations, leaving the franchise in its current state of limbo. Whether the new owners of the company will have a change of heart from the predecessors remains to be seen, though Schofield is showing no signs of giving up his desire to make Dead Space 4 a reality. One crucial hurdle for the enthusiastic ambitions of Glenn Schofield is the current political controversy around the EA buyout, potentially spelling trouble for any new pitches of Dead Space 4 and any upcoming projects from the company. As it stands, there's currently no official indication that Dead Space series will be receiving any more remakes, let alone any full sequels anytime soon. And that's always the tricky part, telling people that a game can come out and do well critically, audiences can love it, but if it doesn't reach a certain amount of sales to appease the higher ups, the people in suits, you know, you won't get a sequel because it just won't meet it won't meet the mark. You have to make it also, unfortunately, financially stable. That's why we never got a Sleeping Dogs 2, for those who don't know. They were working on a sequel, but they lost funding, and they had to shut their studio down because Sleeping Dogs didn't do so well. When a studio closes and you later buy the game for $5 in a Steam sale, unfortunately, it does not bring the studio back from the dead. As great as the game may be, as much as the game may receive a cult following, like, for example, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, that is one of the most... I'm not going to say the absolutely most revered RPGs in the world, but it has a cult following, and that cult following only happened after the studio shut down, unfortunately. That game bankrupted the studio. But then later, after people fixed it and tried it out, added more mods and things to the game, it ended up growing so much in popularity. That's how we got the sequel greenlit, and that's how we got to where we are today. Unfortunately, even though the sequel is a good action game, it's not... What's the word for it? it doesn't have that same original vision because the studio that was originally working on a sequel ended up shutting down or having to pass it on to a new studio, then another studio, and then they completely had to pretty much rework and build the game from the ground up to get the game that we have today. Similar to the Dead Island 2 situation, but not quite the same thing. It's kind of crazy this has happened so many different times. Making it feel old now, huh? I think he might be aging everybody else around me, Wolf. When I tell people how young I am, they kind of... Because keep in mind, I played a lot of these games when I was in middle school. When I was a literal child. Like when I was playing League and World of Warcraft and stuff like that, and other things like that. You're 27? Oh yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. But everyone else around us, like I said before, might be feeling a little aged up. Might be feeling a little aged up. So you were right there with me. I was on a laptop with a trackpad trying to make games like that work. Or like the computers with the fat backs, the monitors. Yeah. That was me. Well, we got our last couple articles for the day. For those who don't know, the studio behind Heavy Rain and games like Detroit Become Human, they're making a new game. Sounds good, right? Unfortunately, it's a MOBA. Yo, Dr. DJ Q, what's up? What's up? How you doing today? In between DJing and, you know, saving lives and them stuff. But in between being smart and being a DJ, how's everything going? Hope you're doing well. We're just discussing some gaming news before, what's the word for it? Playing Ghost of Yotei. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. What's up, Nia? But yeah, Quantic Dream, the game behind Heavy Rain, and like I said before, Detroit Become Human. They're making a MOBA. They are making a MOBA. A MOBA. I'm sorry. But Quantic Dream, known for narrative titles like Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human. I forgot they made Beyond Two Souls too. I would expect to be behind Spellcasters Chronicles. They're the last studio I would expect to be behind Spellcasters Chronicles. It's a mixture of surprisingly wide range of mechanics, including deck building, real-time strategy, third-person action. Remind anyone of Paragon? Before Epic closed it down to focus on Fortnite. But after a private demo, including a presentation and hands-off gameplay footage, I'm intrigued. I'm not entirely sold. I do want to say, what little I did see of the game, it looked good. The problem is, it's still a MOBA. But Spellcasters Chronicles has you play as one of the several Magic users known as Spellcasters. Like many hero-based games, including Overwatch or League of Legends, these characters form a diverse cast, pulling inspiration from Magic systems and mythology from around the world. It's a great hook for character designers. The Mystic Scribe uses a giant paintbrush as a weapon. The Swamp Witch has wooden horns going from her head. And the Astral Monk has spectral arms protruding from her back. Now, I do want to say, I'm not saying this in a negative connotation that just because they're making it a MOBA that this game is going to fail or it's not going to do well, or I hope that this game fails. You know me, I'm always rooting for studios. I'm always rooting for people to not lose their jobs by hoping that a game fails. I'm always rooting for a game to be good and come out and be a pleasant surprise. The problem is, if you're someone who's played MOBA within the last 10 years, you've kind of been through the same song and dance before. How many have we had? I could just name off a few, right? Hyper Universe, Infinite Crisis, Strife, Dawngate, League of Legends, Dota 2, Paragon. Like we've had so many different MOBAs over the years, and I think out of that list, only a few of them are still around to this day. Predecessor, which was made from Paragon's ashes. Ciphers, if you like Korean MOBAs. There's so many. Everybody was making one. Everybody was making one. And at the same time, after MOBAs died, or at the very least after the MOBA rush ended, then you had hero shooters come in. So for them to come in from making a game like Beyond Two Souls, Detroit Become Human, and Heavy Rain, which were all bangers. I think Beyond Two Souls was a little divisive when it first originally came out, but it is a banger. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for studios stepping out the comfort role the same way I am for actors wanting to go against getting typecast and stuff like that. Like, I'm all for it. The problem is, it's a MOBA. Let me show you the trailer. Let me show you the trailer. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I've said the phrase "it's a MOBA" too many times. Let me actually just look at the gameplay. Let's try to look at this as objectively as possible. I'm just a little jaded because I've played so many different MOBAs. Some that had a lot of great potential. Like one of them being Gigantic, if you guys remember that. That was a fusion of MOBA and hero shooters. That was ahead of its time. Then it came back and then failed. I felt so bad. Anyways, we're going to look at the trailer. We're going to look at the trailer. Because I do think there is some potential here. They are a good studio. They made great games before.
Nice car.
Oh, Lord. What's up, Ravon?
The tapestry, where past, present, and future entwine. Where the gods once shaped the fate of man and empires. But the gods are gone now, and in the chaos they left behind, some of us obtained abilities no mortal was meant to hold. To break the laws of nature, command legions of beasts, bend the elements.
Like when I first saw this trailer, I thought it was going to be maybe a type of RTS, or if anybody's ever played Brutal Legend or Natural Selection 2, those kind of games that combine RTS elements with actually going in there on the battlefield, I think that would have been cool as well.
To their will, summon storms of fire and fortresses of iron to unleash even the might of the legendary titans.
Game looks gorgeous though.
This battle may save our world, or lead it to its destruction. One thing is for certain, our future is in your hands.
You know, the quote at the end is crazy because I wouldn't want to interpret that for their studio, like meaning the future is in your hands, because it seems like it might be a big game, and MOBAs aren't cheap to make. Keep in mind, like that's the problem. I'm interested, but I'm also not sold. And now with so many different games coming out this year, and this coming out, well, I don't even know when this game is coming out. Do we get a release date? They have a closed beta coming up, so we don't necessarily know when this game is coming out. But with a closed beta, if it's starting anytime soon, this game might get overshadowed by so many other games, because just recently we got Sonic Crossroads Racing, we're gonna have Arc Raiders, got Ghost of Yotei, Battlefield 6, Call of Duty Black Ops is coming out because you know people are gonna buy it regardless. I love the art. The world seems vibrant. If they have like different weather effects too when you're actually playing, like that could be something dope. But again, if you're someone who's already been through this before, like we have Deadlock from Valve right now currently. So I'm not saying just because one other game exists that this game shouldn't either. But it doesn't immediately grab me, and it doesn't immediately justify its own existence, essentially. Like if you're coming out with something like this, it has to snatch you, because not only these games competing for your money, but with everybody's time getting so more and more limited, you have to force people to pay attention to you. You have to force people to want to play your game over everybody else's, and you might be competing with people you don't even know. Like a lot of these big studios now, they're competing with indie developers now, because now it's flipped, right? It used to be, oh, this indie developer starts here and you have all these other games up here, and then everybody's just like constantly taking from the top and they have to go to the bottom to get to what they want or even find out that the game exists. Now, like, have you ever seen a jar of candy or like Halloween candy, and you reach into the bag and you start pulling out like so many different pieces of candy, and you're like, man, this is cool, but I don't want this right now, or I don't want this right now, and you got to get through the bag to get to that one piece of candy that you really want? That's the current state of the industry right now, because there's so many different games coming out, being those different pieces of candy. You have to go through and search for a game that you might like and a game that you might enjoy, and unfortunately not everybody has the time for that, which is why marketing and first impressions are so important nowadays. People are only buying 1 to 2 games a month, and some of those people are only buying less games a year, or only like 1 or 2 games a year. Not to mention only 60% of gamers, if that data is still correct, don't play new games. They're on Fortnite, they're on Roblox, they're on Call of Duty, they're on FIFA, they're on Madden, they're on NBA 2K. Like, those are the games, the mainstays, the big names that are catching the casual audiences. Those are the people you're competing with. And so I always get disappointed when I see great potential in a studio like as wonderful as that release a game like this, because this has so many different ways it could go wrong. I'm all for trying something new and, you know, going outside of the field of expertise, because that's also how you grow. I'm just worried that this might lead to something worse if this game does not do well. Because MOBAs are not, once again, MOBAs are not cheap. Games are already expensive enough, but MOBAs are not cheap. But in a match, 2 teams of 3 will battle for dominance and try to destroy the other team's life stones, giant glowing pillars positioned around the map. To do so, they'll summon minions, construct buildings, and attack enemy spellcasters. Abilities are spellcaster specific, but even those can vary depending on your deck, which you fill with your preferred spells and summons before joining the game. And while the game is in third person, every character can freely fly around the map, giving them an aerial view of the battlefield. Mind you, Dragon Ball released a MOBA this year. If you guys have even seen that one. But yeah, let's go on to see. Gameplay footage shows the formula in action. We see a fire elementalist use a magic staff to summon minions and ignite their weapons with fire damage. Summons can be a range of sizes. Some are small, roughly the size of a dog, and join the battlefield in groups around a dozen at a time. Others are probably 30 feet tall, the size of a house, and titans, which will serve as the huge game-changing summons, are the size of skyscrapers towering over the battlefield. Now, that part did look cool as well. In the gameplay demo, when one appears, the team has to drop everything they're doing and focus all their offense on the Titan. If it gets to the life stone, it can destroy it extremely quickly, and since each team only has 3 life stones, you don't have too many to spare. But as he and his minions destroy enemy units, the fire elementalist levels up and can quickly choose which of his character's abilities he wants to boost, be it damage, health, or something else. It's a way to adjust your build mid-game, developers mention, and once you see the strategies your opponents are going for, it can help clarify what you want your hero to excel in. Spellcasters Chronicles looks awesome, but like many multiplayer games, it's more important to know how it feels. It's like the great wizard Alex Russo once said, everything is not what it seems. There's certainly potential here, but if the flight controls are clunky or the Titans are as cool as they are, make every match end the same way, I won't be sticking around for very long. Luckily, this person goes on to say that they should have a chance to try it soon. As of the time of writing, Quantic Dream is hoping to start beta sessions imminently. Yeah, so I'm hoping this game ends up being really good. By the way, what's up, Morty? Because I want this game to do well, but I'm also just a little jaded. I really hope it does well, and I really hope it's different enough to really capture people. I'm hoping the first impressions for playing are way better than watching it. Because some games are like that. Some games you might look at and then not be impressed by. Like, funnily enough, Ghost of Tsushima, one of the biggest games released in the last couple of years. That game didn't capture a lot of people by just looking at it. Baldur's Gate 3 was another game. A lot of people just looked at it, saw that it was turn-based, and was like, yeah, no, we're not playing that. But I'm hoping this game is one of those, if it doesn't immediately capture you, that once you play it, it immediately catches your attention and keeps people playing. Because it'd be a shame, man. It would be a shame. And unfortunately, speaking of a shame, I did want to cover this. Because for those that don't know, the director of Dead or Alive Ninja Gaiden recently passed away. Tomonobu Itagaki. He passed around age 58. And he was one of the founders of Team Ninja, if not the actual founder of the team. And he was the epitome of the rockstar Japanese game developer. And this is a picture of him. Like, if you're looking at the Dead or Alive series and Ninja Gaiden and you look at this man, I think you can pretty much tell he was the right person for the job. Like, this came from him. But one of the titans in the game industry, especially familiar with fighting games, like I said, games like Ninja Gaiden as well, he's very, very big in the space. Him and Harada, the director of Tekken 8, well, Tekken just in general, had a big rivalry going on early, but they also had an even deeper friendship. Communicated very often, and Dead or Alive was one of the main competitors to Tekken back in its heyday. It used to be you're playing Virtual Fighter, Dead or Alive, Soul Calibur, Tekken. We had so many different 3D fighting games around that time that were really good. The same way Street Fighter has to compete with Mortal Kombat and King of Fighters and games like those. Like, it was a dope time. which is what makes his announcement so tragic. But the announcement was made on Itagaki's Facebook page in a statement entitled Last Words, apparently pre-written by the man himself. He went on to say that the flame of my life is finally about to go out. And this is according to an English translation of his final note. If this message has been posted, that means the time has come. I am no longer in this world. And apparently in parentheses, this final post has been entrusted to someone dear to me. My life was a constant battle and I kept on winning. I also caused a lot of trouble along the way. I take pride in having fought through it all, following my own convictions. I have no regrets. I only feel deep sorrow that I couldn't deliver new work to all my fans. That's just how it is. He ended the message in English, quoting the author Kurt Vonnegut's response to any death in his novel Slaughterhouse-5. So it goes. Itagaki joined developer Tecmo in 1992 and rose to prominence with the release of his first Dead or Alive in 1996, a year before I was born. Unafraid of controversy, he leaned into the series' lavish representations of its female fighters with the spin-off series Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball, the video game equivalent of a swimwear calendar. His team within Tecmo was named Team Ninja in 1999, and in 2004 released Ninja Gaiden, which was a critically acclaimed, intensely violent, and famously tough action game based on the old Tecmo series. And Ninja Gaiden 4 is also coming out this month as well, just in the next few days. But Itagaki left Tecmo and Team Ninja in 2008 in a dispute over what he said were unpaid bonuses. And in years after his departure, he struggled to find the same level of success. He founded Valhalla Game Studios with other Team Ninja veterans, with the studio was dissolved after releasing just one title for the 2015 Wii U action game, Devil's Third. I remember that game. It was actually pretty nice. But his next company, Itagaki Games, is yet to release a game. I just think the initial reception and the state that it was in wasn't the best, though. And it was on the Wii U, so this game had everything rooting against it. But Itagaki, who was seldom seen in public without his trademark sunglasses, epitomized the rockstar style and rebel attitude of a generation of Japanese game creatives. That includes Toshihiro Nagoshi, which is creator behind Super Monkey Ball in the Yakuza series, Hideki Kamiya, Okami, and Bayonetta, and Itagaki's arch rival Katsuhiro Harada, Tekken. He cultivated an antagonistic persona and maintained a long-standing beef with Harada over the rival fighting game franchises. In January, Harada detailed the relationship and said that Itagaki, with whom he is now friendly, told him the beef was all a marketing ploy. Responding to the news of the death on Thursday, Harada posted, "It's hard to believe, but Itagaki-san, my senior from university and my rival as a creator, has passed away. The last message I ever received from him was, let's go drinking, let's make some noise soon." And to think that he's gone at just 58 years old. Yes, everyone dies eventually. That's inevitable. But isn't it a bit too soon? And this is his quote, which is just heartbreaking. Like, he went on to say, "Didn't you say you were going to defeat me someday? Didn't you come to my wedding wearing your usual black leather jacket and sunglasses and call me your comrade in arms? Didn't you tell me to come to you whenever I was in trouble? I never even got the chance to consult you about anything." And he went on to say that honestly he's really depressed. I'm sorry if that made anybody sad, but like, yeah, that's a really heartfelt message. You don't really see a lot between developers like that. Yeah, the same energy as It's a Terrible Day for Rain, but like, yeah, this man was really dope and his franchises were cool. I remember some of my earliest memories of playing fighting games was Dead or Alive, way before Tekken, way before I got into Mortal Kombat like that, was playing Dead or Alive with like my brother and other family members as well. I think I have some gameplay here from Dead or Alive just to show you guys who may not be familiar with the franchise what it looked like. Let me actually pause this so you guys can hear it. Fun game, man. Fun game. Let me see if I can find an interview too. This is on the 360. Actual real cars. While you're fighting, they can hit you. This game was gas. This is all in engine. This is how the game plays. Like, they're just fighting in the middle of the road. And I think this is an element of fighting games that we don't necessarily see a lot anymore, unfortunately, just because the stages, like, they feel populated, but they don't really feel grounded and realistic as much anymore. Yeah, at one point, Dead or Alive was part of the conversation. Like, around this time, especially Dead or Alive 4. 5 originally released and 5 didn't do so well, but then they did Last Round, which completely revitalized the game and got a lot more people into it. It wasn't until 6 that the series died, because a lot of the greedy business practices and the fact that they were getting really unnecessary about the microtransactions. Let me see if I can find his interview. But the man knew what he had, and their game was so fun, man.
Twitter to say.
Let me see if I can find this. If not, if I end up finding it later, I'll show you guys a different date. But the man knew what he was selling and was very smart about what he was doing. It is unfortunate to see somebody go. It's kind of crazy too, seeing that happen. But in some other news from the last couple articles of the day, and then we'll start playing Ghost of Yotei. Sonic Rumble. I don't know if anybody's been looking at so many different Sonic games, but with the release of Crossworlds, Frontiers, and other games in the just recent era of Sonic, it feels like they've been kind of put back on the right path of making a comeback. And now they seem to be trying to double down on that success with Sonic Rumble, which because it's coming out in November. Now, Sonic Rumble, after multiple delays, will finally release in November on mobile devices and PC, which is a self-proclaimed ultimate arcade royale. The game has been in the works for quite some time, meant to capitalize on the Fall Guys trend. Sonic Rumble lets fans play as their favorite Sonic characters and duke it out with friends in speedy mini-games. Early tests went well, but the game saw a few delays this year and last, and now it seems that it's finally landed on a release window, as well as addressed some fan feedback. So let's see what the actual game looks like now.
This November, the most intense Sonic game ever. Multiplayer mayhem with up to 32 players. Battle Dr. Eggman's diabolical machines. Coming soon.
This looks kind of interesting, especially for a mobile release.
Pre-register now.
Seems like it'd be a nice little time waster. Okay, let's see here. Last article, then we have one more trailer to get through. Marvel Rivals is getting a new PvE zombies mode, apparently. With Muso vibes? I wonder if they mean like the Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors series. Alright, let me actually look up the definition of the word. I'm interested. Because I see that game get used a lot in Dynasty Warriors and like those types of games. Umbrella term for powerful moves used by playable characters, enemy, officers, and warriors games, and a term that's usually the Japanese equivalent of warriors. Oh, okay, so yeah, literally. So if you guys don't know, Marvel Rivals has teamed up with Marvel Animation for its first ever PvE mode, Marvel Zombies. The first season of Marvel Zombies animated miniseries just wrapped up on Disney Plus last month, and now Rivals is getting in on the undead fun just in time for spooky season. You know, it's kind of crazy. As long as Overwatch was out, and the fact that they had to make a sequel to do PvE finally, or someone correct me if I'm wrong, if the original had PvE originally added to it, but Marvel Rivals was able to do it in way less time, which is just so funny to me. But to be fair for Overwatch, there just really wasn't a lot of games like that around at the time either, so I think it's just necessary for your competition to come in and innovate, especially for a game like this. But there will be 5 heroes to choose from in the new mode: Thor, Blade, Magic, and Jeff, as well as the Punisher. Each of them will have a special new ability to aid them in fighting what Danny Koo, executive producer at Marvel Games, calls endless waves of zombies. Jeff can charge through hordes. Blade, well, yeah, let's just look at it. Let's just look at it. Ooh, before we get into that, that is a song I really want to enjoy and not hear interrupted. Oh, we're just showing this footage from the show. Hold on. Hold on. I would show this, but it might be copyrighted, so I have to skip past it and try to get to the game. Is this any actual gameplay? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want them to flag me. Because they very well could. What's up, Tony?
Moonlight never fades, and neither do I. I'll take zombies over vamps any day. The hunt is on.
Why does the audio sound like this? Let's turn it down just a little bit. Oh, so his chair is automated now. Oops. Okay, so that's the trailer. I kind of thought there would be more. I'm not gonna lie to you. But our last trailer of the day, and then we'll finally get into playing Ghost of Yotei on lethal mode. So everybody coming in, you might just be coming in around the right time. If you're familiar with the Outlast Trials or the Outlast franchise as a whole, it's a series that this game specifically predates the entire series. It's a prequel to the entire series and ties into the rest of the games. It's been really fun, a really dope multiplayer horror game. If you're looking for a horror game to play with your friends, I highly recommend this one. It's very enjoyable, very scary, especially for like your first couple times going through. But if you're someone who plays horror games on a regular, it might not be as scary. Really good though, but it appears it's just about to get scarier because now people can invade your game.
I trust you can hear me. Locked in there.
And this game has, the multiplayer game actually does have lore. If anybody's unfamiliar with the lore, you're someone who was homeless, who got a flyer, and you got invited to pretty much stay at the shelter by, what's the word for it, Murkoff. And instead of, you know, giving you shelter, giving you a place to stay, get on your feet, they're experimenting on you. They're drilling goggles into your head and running you through a bunch of trials and series and tests to try and make you a sleeper agent to do their bidding. That is the lore of the Outlast Trials. That is the purpose of them. They're trying to help you they're trying to make you help them assassinate high profile targets. That is what they are doing there. And you had somebody, they also have comics too. They also do have comics, and they're working on an Outlast movie. The comics are really great. If you guys haven't read those, I recommend them. But what they're also doing is this person right here who's in this table was trying to help us all break out. She was somebody who was going through the trials just like us, who was trapped here and broke out initially. But instead of leaving, she was helping people kind of rise up and fight against their oppressors. And she got caught.
It would have been so easy to kill you. But it's not your body we need to destroy. It's your story. The idea of you. Your fairy tales about escape, your lies about freedom. You united them against Murkoff. Against me. That hurt me. It really did. How can I help my children if they won't trust me? The answer is simple. A father gains the trust of his children by giving them his trust. We have to sympathize. Walk a mile in the other fellow's shoes. Put yourself in their skin. A father has to give his children the tools to cut away the doubts. To silence the confusion. This.
Oh my God.
You're not your brother's keepers. You are your father's children. Sometimes you have to hurt the people you love to help them get better. You have to trust me. Escape was the injury. Relapse was triage. Now,
Jesus.
it's time for the surgery. It's time for invasion.
Yeah, so this is a new experimental therapy they just recently dropped, coming in October 21st. So if anybody's looking to play something like this, that's wild.
J.Deep says, what can I do? I can always ready for Max. What do I have? A never-ending love for Max. Where am I? In a constant state of bliss because of Max. Nothing tastes, feels or even looks the same since I first experienced you. You have forever altered the course of my life. And I fucking love it. Like I love you, Maxi Waxy.
What's up, Jay? What's up? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I hope all is well today. Interesting. You know, I really gotta admire his creativity because there hasn't been anybody else who's been able to do this on a consistent basis as he has. Granted, I wouldn't let them because Jay's the only one who I allowed to do that here. But still, you know.
This bitch.
He is clearly into pronunciating words today. Yeah, pronouncing words. Whoops. I mixed up enunciating and pronunciating. Jesus, I'm gonna stop speaking. Anyways, thank you for popping in. We're gonna actually, you're just in time because we're about to play Ghost of Yotei now. So we're gonna be doing this on lethal. And we're going to be doing this as blindly as possible. I haven't been looking at any guides, anything to help, anything to get like unfair advantages, nothing like that. We're doing it raw. I probably shouldn't have said that. Anyway, we're doing it without any help. Yeah. Anyways. Let me switch you over here. All right. Let me actually change it so I can see what I'm looking at. Hold on. My bad. I just have to make sure the audio was correct. I wasn't hearing anything initially. But yeah, Samurai Champloo. That's that soundtrack. It's fire, man. Excuse me. You know what's funny? Sucker Punch has interest in making another Infamous, at least a remake or Sly Cooper, but they said they're only like a one game at a time studio, sadly. So we're gonna read these in order, right? So this normally starts all the way back at casual. But you know, you just want to enjoy the story, hop into the game. Mainly just the game is a vehicle to experience the story. Lowest combat challenge. Easy. Okay, you know, maybe you don't play video games a lot. Maybe you might work, 16, 12-hour shift. You come home, you just want to get in the game. Don't want people to laugh at you. Then you have medium. You're like, yeah, I played a few games back in my time. May not got it like I used to, but I can hop in, can still hang. Hard. Hey, maybe you just like sweating here and there. You're someone who likes a bit of a challenge. You're someone who's played your Souls games before, stuff like that. Lethal, you really just want to be immersed. Death is always close at hand. A single sword strike is lethal. There's one higher than this? Okay, it's custom. This is what we're going to be playing the game on. I just want to give it a shot, see how it feels. I'm going to try and beat the game on lethal. Now, you guys have to tell me, being that I haven't played this anymore, is the dub similar to how it was in Ghost of Tsushima? Like, is it actually good, or do you guys rather listen to it in Japanese and stuff like that? For me, since I'm streaming, I'll probably have it in standard on English. But in case I ever play through it again, I don't know if I do one with like Japanese, one with English. Samurai Cinema. Oh. I think we'll go subtitled just for a better viewing experience for those. Oh, we're just in it. She didn't even get a moment to be happy.
What are we going to do with this one, Saito?
Make an example. I'm sorry it came to this, little wolf.
This is crazy.
Before she died, my mother told me stories of Onryo, ruthless spirits who wander the land, seeking vengeance. The night my family was massacred, I became such a spirit. Fleeing to the south, I was alone, hungry, and terrified. I found strength in the bruises on my skin, in the memory of a burning tree.
Oh my God.
But it was in war that I learned to kill. I bloodied my father's blade with nameless enemies, picturing the outlaws who murdered my family. After 16 years, I've come home to the wilds of Ezo. I will avenge my family, and I will join them in death. Every member of the Yotei 6 will suffer. Starting with the snake.
That's what I would have went for first too. Voice acting is so good already. Oh, we're writing. Oh, that's cool. Actually using the touchpad to do this. Oh, are they teaching us how to actually write it? This is sick.
The snake.
Oh, I messed up that one. Wait, what?
The Oni.
This is so cool. Like, this is another way to like put the culture into the game in a creative way.
The kitsune.
So to be fair, I'm so ignorant about it. They could have just put random shapes in here and I've been like, oh, that's cool. Oh, they just gave that one to me. I guess they didn't want this section to overstay its welcome. Reminds me of Afro Samurai. Look at that. If you guys haven't seen it, you should.
The spider.
That's horrifying.
The dragon.
Oh, she probably has a permanent shoulder injury for the rest of her life.
You're still with me?
Oh, we get a wolf right at the start? If they don't let me pet the wolf, I'm giving this game a 0 out of 10. I'm sorry, Wolf. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have the mental capacity to give a conversation like that the attention it actually rightfully deserves. I'm gonna be fully focusing on the game going forward. Target frames 30. I want to get 60 frames, so we're gonna go for performance. Motion blur, we're gonna turn that off. It's all good, Wolf. More mud, more blood, and uses a tighter cinematic camera. Let's go with that. I guess we'll go with the default display. I want to use the expert one, but probably won't be able to. Oh yeah, I definitely turned off the motion blur immediately. I just have to check my settings before I did all that. Much better. Oh my god. If you're one of those people that can't see the difference between 30 and 60, I'm happy for you. But if you're someone who can and can feel it, oh man, you know what this just did for me.
Get inside now.
Are y'all torturing a horse?
It's him again!
Stranger, please don't get involved.
You see the fit though? Tell me you see the fit. It's hard, ain't it?
Hey, get his legs.
You could have told me this was Yotei 6 and I'd be like, yeah, let's slide.
Easy. Easy, boy. It's all right. They're sorry. Aren't you?
Bring her to the boss. He likes it rough around the edges.
Oh, I know what to do here.
What the? She killed him. You are going to regret that.
Oh, wait. They didn't even give me the prompt. Ooh.
The snake's in there. He should be drunk by now.
Oh, she's been waiting for quite some time. Hold on, is there anything else? You know what? I need to stop looting immediately. I'm over here always trying to run people's pockets after they die. This is a bad habit I carried over with me from Red Dead Redemption 2. There we go. Oh, we're not sneaking. We're just walking in.
Well, are you going to give me a light?
Oh, we're here. Okay. Okay, so they just want to make sure we can do that. We still got parries. Yep. Nope. Oh, it's dark. Oh my God, she dragged the sword through his stomach. Might have to turn this volume up.
Who are you?
My bad, I meant brightness.
You live, little wolf. I thought we killed your whole family, but here you are, the swordsmith's daughter.
My name is Atsu.
It's Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Didn't want to fight. I am sober.
We just gotta play like we're playing a fighting game. Footsies are neutral. Ooh! Close frames, okay?
Did you dream of this?
Oh!
You don't scare me!
Must have been a command grab. Oof!
You waited too long to come home.
I do. I gotta. Wait, he just pocket sanded me. No! The flintlock? Oh, that's plot armor if I ever seen it. It's alright, just remember, if not for plot armor, these shows and games would be very boring. No, not the pocket sand again! I can't see! Oh my God. Yeah, fight back. I'm just playing.
You should have stayed dead.
Oh, okay. No. That was supposed to happen.
No!
Lethal difficulty, yeah. What's up, Jaded? Could you imagine training for all these years just to get slimed out by the very first op? I think had he not been drunk, low-key, he would have won the fight. A bad adult session, please. Spare me. Spare me. This is crazy for them showing us this visual, by the way. Wild. Laying there staring into the ceiling.
She died.
Nice. Oh, is this the horse they were bullying too? Oh my God, this is beautiful. B-E-A beautiful. Look at that mountain. That should have been the thumbnail. What's up, Matsume-san?
Any ideas, boy? Where do we find the rest of the Yotei 6?
I kinda am. What was I gonna say? You guys can also post gifts in the chat. I keep forgetting to tell everybody that. And I also keep forgetting to remind you guys about the birthday stream that I'm doing. I think it'll be on a Saturday instead of during the week though, because my actual birthday is on the 4th of November, but I think it's better that I do something on that weekend before. So either the 1st or 2nd, I want to say. It'll be on that Saturday before that week.
I grew up under
I don't have anything like super extravagant planned though.
like a lifetime since I left.
Yeah, so literally if you were to go and like copy a link there, I can show you actually. If I can pull it up real quick. If we go to something like Giphy or something. I believe literally if you just post a link in the chat, it should pop up like this, right? Like that. And it should be just that seamless. I did that quite a while ago. It's if anybody's curious about how to do it or where I got the software from, it's some Nutty. If you're familiar with streaming at all, you've probably seen one of his videos, or if you don't know who that is, it's like literally NUTTY. It's his software they use for that as a browser source in OBS. And then you just adjust it and customize it to your liking. It took me forever to get the sizing right between the GIFs and the, what's the word for it? Actual text. But it's highly customizable.
Mount Yotei. Last I heard, that old dual katana master is still hiding out there.
What that didn't work. I think it has to be directly from Giphy or a certain type of... I don't think you can post it directly from the actual images from Google.
The old inn. Someone there may know where I can find Saito's dogs.
Oh, does that not work for you guys? Interesting. Why did that not work? I'm gonna probably have to do some more testing then. Probably.
I have to go home. Back where all this started.
Let me see if I can do that for y'all real quick. Okay, yeah. I think it's a permissions thing. Let me go here and find that real quick. True. I'll figure it out after stream then. Oh. Oh, to your childhood home. Ah, okay. So I'll add that in the clip command by the time the next stream pops in. I'll ask if people end up helping me test that one out. Would have been your luck that horse would have flipped over. I feel it. Oh, thank you, Jaded. Oh, this is her home. This is where y'all living? I feel so sad because this is such a nice area. No wonder they just chose to live here. This is cool. What did the swordsmith possibly do to deserve this? Little Nightmares is dope. 1 and 2 are fire. Krita Mihawk's sword is crazy.
Out of the way!
Jubei! Get back here!
Oh, let me fix this real quick. I think the audio is just so ever slightly off. There we go.
That hurt!
You let your guard down.
Stop running, coward! Father, stop him!
Need my help.
This man's footing it.
Not yet.
I am right on top of this man. Why can't we tackle him?
Atsu, practice. Be there soon.
Give up?
Never.
Be hawking him down like we playing Dead by Daylight.
Let's finish this in the training ring.
Maybe later. You heard Mother. I'm late.
Oh, they guided me directly there. Oh, we got bunnies.
Ready to practice your shamisen?
I guess.
Run your fingers across the strings. When you find the note, hold it.
All right, I'm about to play Stairway to Heaven.
Yes, hold it. See? Beautiful. Loosen your grip on the sao.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Play a Demon Slayer soundtrack, right? I don't know how like they do the notes though. Did they just want me to slide my finger across the screen like this?
Like that?
Man, Zenitsu was going crazy. If he wasn't a Demon Slayer, he had another gift.
Flow through you. Feel the difference?
Let's go.
I love this song.
Speaking of anime, thank you so much for the follow, Jada. Jade. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Jada. Appreciate that.
That was a gift from your grandmother. When I play, I feel like she is listening, on the wind, guiding me.
But how can she hear you if she's gone?
Music is not bound to this world. It can speak to those who are no longer with us. I will always be listening, either here or on the wind.
Kids ask questions just like that. I also think moments like that are important.
Are you still listening, Mother?
Not only for building the character, but for building the world that they're in. A game that can truly make you immersed and buy into the actual world. Those are important moments. Those little things are the things that count, that make you actually feel what the character is going through and what they're experiencing and why this is all such a big deal. Like, make us care. Like, snatch us emotionally. Like, if you really put time and effort into building something, like, let me believe in what you built. Let me believe in what you made. Like, show me the love that you put into this. And that's not something everybody can do. Like that truthfully is a skill to be able to convey the emotions you want someone to experience through a piece of art that you made. That's not something everyone can do.
There's nothing left.
I guess the thing I would compare it to is like an R&B singer or an artist making a song about love who hasn't experienced it versus somebody who truthfully has, or someone who's experienced heartbreak intensely and just channels that into a song that they made, so you can feel the vulnerability that they experienced, the heartbreak, the heartache, the emotions when things are great versus when things are bad.
I remember. I could improve my katana here. I just need more metal.
That stuff matters, man. Part of what makes living so painful but beautiful at the same time.
I used to help Father weed the training ring.
Let's actually do this. See what happens.
Pulling these used to give me a rash.
Oof.
There. Much better.
I forgot you actually have to press the button. I was gonna keep walking past these.
Father was looking for you. He's at
the forge. I know.
Reading is key.
Atsu, was that your playing I heard just now?
Music doesn't come easy for me like it does Mother.
Would hitting something make you feel better?
Maybe.
Strike quickly while the metal is hot.
Oh, we're using all these controls again.
That's it.
Yeah. There's actual noise coming from my controller. That's funny. But anybody can't see, like, I'm literally doing this.
Inspect your work.
It's bent.
Don't just hit one side. Share your frustration equally. Reheat the metal. All it won't do as it's told.
Have you ever burned yourself?
Oh, yes. Not a lesson you forget. The blisters. Oof.
We can expect this. That's cool. Oh. I'm guessing we're gonna reheat this. Oh, so are they gonna have us actually like craft our swords like this and weapons?
Very good. Let's take a look. Would you like to see what I've been looking?
Mega bonking at the forge.
Are you sure they're old enough?
Yes.
Every I've ever forged has been leading to this.
A masterpiece to protect our family.
Tsuba
is inspired by our twin wolves.
If I had a nickel for a groundbreaking game I've played,
of course,
that featured a blacksmith's family getting slaughtered, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is crazy that it has happened twice in recent modern media.
This way, my little wolves. It's time to train.
You won't win this time, Atsu. I've been practicing.
That's what you always say.
For those who don't know, the other game being Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Music.
The children or you?
Today we return to the basics.
Why?
Because a blade without a strong core will shatter.
I am ready to learn.
Seriously?
Form up. We'll begin with blocking.
We know how to block.
That remains to be seen. Jube, hit your sister.
But not too hard.
So you have been paying attention.
I'll break through eventually.
Very good, Atsu.
Nice block.
Now, it's only fair that Atsu gets a chance to hit you, Jube. But this time, I want you to break his guard.
Heavy strikes. Got it.
Where did you learn to hit like that?
From working the forge. You should try it.
Accidentally smacked him in the face.
It's about timing and patience.
Why do you look at me when you say that?
Because you're as patient as a wild horse.
At least I don't smell like one.
Focus. I want you to practice parrying. Show me.
Look at the leaves. Oops.
Yes, his guard is down. Follow through with an attack. That's it. Now hit him while he's vulnerable. Perfect timing. Careful, Atsu. See the way your brother's lining up? That strike must be parried.
Father!
We got those. We got those.
Try again. Sometimes a single parry is not enough. A strong foe will continue to attack.
So we continue to parry.
Until he's interrupted. Then you strike. Try against your brother. Keep parrying.
Ooh, he's fast. We gotta keep moving.
Don't stop. Very good. Multiple parries. Continue to parry until he's interrupted. Some strikes cannot be blocked or parried. Jube, swing hard at your sister. Atsu, dodge his attacks.
It's a great way to teach mechanics to newer players while also getting the veterans of the series to
Dash or roll away.
experience them again.
He's learned from experience.
Excellent. Don't let him catch you.
You got lucky.
I tried to roll.
My little warriors.
Pain can be a dangerous distraction. Call upon your restless spirit to shake it off.
Use your spirit meter, drawing your spirit to heal and perform other special abilities. Earn spirit by killing enemies, parrying, or using other advanced techniques. We are telling the damage no.
Help me put your lessons to the test.
Yes, finally.
Whoever lands the most strikes will receive an extra portion of fish for dinner.
Oop. All you had to say, OG.
Mine. You can lick the bones when I'm done. You're going hungry tonight, brother.
Atsu.
A family is stronger together.
Hey, look. If he didn't want to starve, all he had to do was win. Let me stop.
A wolf needs her pack. Remember that.
If you're playing this game while like watching the Wano section of One Piece or Demon Slayer, I'd imagine it's a great experience. Or Samurai Champloo.
I will find every last member of the Yotei 6. And I will bring you peace. Then I will join you in death.
I swear it.
coming for you bastards. This is where Saito left me. You're here. You survived.
I do like the fact that she has to constantly deal with her anxiety and possible PTSD from all the trauma she experienced watching her family die and then fighting one of the people who helped murder her family. The fact that she's felt like a small child during that entire battle, that was crazy to see. That's something not a lot of forms of media would even think to cover. The constant deep breaths. That feeling of anxiousness when she's fighting.
Always wanted to be a samurai.
Gold ginkgo leaf represents Atsu's hunt. Seek out these locations to track down in Yotei 6. Okay, so it's a nice way to stay on target. Oops. So you hold
In a hole. Keep it down.
to actually go back. Okay.
I am saving up to buy armor. You can't tell anyone. Swear it.
If Father finds out, he is not going to like it.
He'll change his mind when I become a proper samurai.
That's why he won't like it.
All I want to do is protect the people of Ezo.
Then be quick. Father will be back soon. He's finally taking me to the stables.
Because you wouldn't stop whining about it.
And then did we hold to go back? That's pretty cool. Reminds me when you're playing like the Halo Master Chief Collection, other games like that, where you can constantly tag along
Each night.
the good and bad graphics. I do wonder if as the game goes on, if we'll be fixing up this place. Like if she gets more money or she gets people to live here or something. Oh, there's a photo mode, a spyglass. I'd imagine we probably have to go to the outskirts to actually get the... What's the call, right? Yep. We should probably set a point to go. Oh my god, look at all the horses! That's so nice. What I wouldn't give to see a site like this in real life. Time to do a little bit of limit testing. Just how lethal is lethal? Oh, it appears to be just these two guys. Well, I know that guy's gonna see me clearly.
It's that woman who killed the snake! Let's see what...
Easy.
It's over.
You killed them!
You should go before more show up.
I knew it was bad luck taking this path. Too close to that haunted homestead. The Yotei 6 killed an entire family there.
Don't believe everything you hear.
Well, you won't see me near that place again.
Who's out here taking too long to die? Oh yeah, let me help you, sir. Use to okay. Oh. Yeah, unlike y'all, I don't leave survivors. I can't take the opportunity for somebody to come back for revenge. Oh, this is lovely.
Walk away. There is trouble inside.
I won't be long.
Let me turn up this brightness just a little bit. Oh my god, that's a lot of bit. I didn't realize they were doing increments of 10. Sorry for everybody I just flashbanged.
It's her. Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends. The Yotei 6.
Show her the door.
Oh my god, hold on.
Lord Saito's put a price on your head.
The way they just threw her.
How much am I worth to the Yotei 6?
Oh, so we're just... You fainted me. Ooh! Oops. I thought we were still in standoff mode for a second there.
Price on your head.
Tell me, how much am I worth to the Yotei 6?
I have to keep forgetting it's not Ghost of Tsushima where I automatically have all the upgrades for the standoffs. I got punished by muscle memory there. Ooh! Hold on, wait a second. Let me just... Oh my god!
Lord Saito's put a price on your head.
Tell me, how much...
He just broke my ribcage.
Yotei 6.
I see now is not the time for experimentation.
She won't stop.
Whoa! Alright, you gotta go. Please throw it. Please throw it. Oh, that's gonna take some practice. I'm getting used to. Oh, hold on.
Call for help! She's a demon!
It's too late to call for help. No one's coming. At least not in time. Ooh, I lied. They are fast.
They're all dead. Who did this? And only you. Quiet! Don't let that bitch scare you!
Oh, he just folded immediately. Okay. I'm leaving, bro. Like, you mean to tell me she just butchered everybody else in front of me? I gotta go. There's nothing to gain from being here. There's no shame in leaving. Hold on, I missed one. Is there anything to throw at somebody? No. You next. Ooh. Wow, he just kept swinging. Okay. He said, I'm not like other samurai.
They're all dead.
All these other outlaws, I should say.
Quiet! Don't let that bitch scare you!
I see I have to be very careful.
Stay back!
Oh my goodness, I got caught on his body. There's one more behind me, yeah? I think they just want me to use this again, yeah? I didn't forget about you, sir. Ooh, hold on. Somebody's near me. I can't see. Might have to change the camera. 'Cause I can't quite see. Yeah, is there an FOV slider? That be in display?
You never answered my question. How much am I worth to the Yotei 6? Lord Saito is cheap.
He owns this island.
For now.
I just repaired that sign.
What do I owe you?
Me? If anything, I owe you for getting rid of those men.
You can repay me with information on the Yotei 6.
What do you want to know?
Tell me what you've heard.
They are outlaws who took over Ezo and pretend they're helping us. Lord Saito's their leader. Some people truly believe he can become Shogun of the North.
Tell me about the Saito brothers.
Lord Saito's sons? The only thing they have in common with each other is their skill with guns. I heard they have a grudge against a samurai in Tokachi Range. He's an Odachi master.
An Odachi master? Sounds like someone worth meeting.
Why don't you patch up in one of the rooms? Free of charge.
The voice acting is nice so far. Her arms clipping through her legs. That's funny. Yeah, I think her voice actress does a really good job so far. Hat stolen from the streets of Osaka. Oh. Met her during my first night in Ezo, but maybe we seem to keep running into each other. Maybe she just wants the fish I share with her. And again, father always said the wolves of Ezo protect their own. Oh, we got wolf techniques. Rescue me from death? I don't think so. Where's the schoolgirl outfit? Is crazy. Where are you guys?
A bow of this quality? Come, what's the harm in looking?
I would love a bow.
You are the one who kicked Saito's thugs out of the inn. You are the Onryo.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Too bad, though. I made a bow just for the Onryo. The best of its kind.
Maybe I could give it a look.
That's the spirit. And you can call me Lan.
Not enough. No. It's just like real life. They offer me something I needed, but I don't have the money to afford it. Next thing you know, they're gonna start throwing me job applications. Pay off your college tuition by working nights at the bar in between achieving revenge for your family. That would be crazy.
You know, I considered joining Saito. Thought it might be good business.
Why didn't you?
He started forcing artisans and weaponsmiths to work for him. No coin, no pay. So make sure to hit him where it hurts.
Sheesh, if I can. I can afford to right now.
Too much. What if Saito's men come back? There I die drunk. Better than sober. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to feed another baby.
Oof, that man's got real problems.
Ban Matsumai has received reports of a disturbance at this inn.
I took care of it.
We have been entrusted with stopping Lord Saito and his outlaws.
I don't care.
Why weren't you here?
You should watch your tone, Wanderer.
My lords! And, lady, perhaps we can all agree it is a fine thing this establishment is free of Lord Saito's dogs.
Perhaps we can. I need a drink.
All right.
All right, lady with the fancy sword. Let's talk. I've got
I don't want to look at this art.
business proposal for you. Name's Kojiro. I'm in the business of bringing people together at the edge of a raid. Whether it be Clan Matsumai or Yotei 6. I make sure their bounties reach the right hunters.
A bounty broker working all sides. That's a dangerous game.
Not as dangerous as that vengeful Onryo everyone's talking about.
If you believe that sort of thing.
The Yotei 6 certainly seem to. So how about it? You get the bounties, we both get the coin.
A generous offer.
I knew you'd see it that way.
This is perfect. They offer me a bow, which they know I want, and I don't have the money for, so they send me off on a bounty to go make some money to collect the reward. A murderer who lures in a weary at a campsite marked by lanterns, last seen along the Saribetsu River near Tranquil Falls.
Is that supposed to be me?
Snake's assassin, one dead or alive by Lord Saito. Cowardly woman who murdered this. Oh, yeah, that's me. Can I turn myself in? Crow Ginzo, assassin for the Yotei 6 who mostly targets samurai, blinds his victims, and feeds them to the crow. Oh, no. Last seen in the cemetery in the western part of Jade Grove. Well, we can do 2 of these.
Bring me a bounty, then you'll earn that coin.
Bounty posters contain useful info to help you hunt down and eliminate targets. Okay. I'll make sure to do probably majority of the bounties on stream. I think the side stuff with her family I'll probably do off stream just to save some more time so I don't end up doing too many side quests on stream. What's closer? Oh, and these aren't that far from each other either? I'm gonna target the man blinding people first. I think he's the more dangerous threat. He's gotta go. We gotta get him up out of here. Am I following the right way? I could also just look at the map and not rely on just the wind. Yeah, we're going the right direction. It's really weird because the sprint button also seems to be the pickup button. There's some smoke over here. I wonder if these are like quest indicators or quest markers, because that would be another immersive way to do it.
You lead me to.
Let me follow this golden bird real quick. It's just this easy to go off the beaten path. Can the horse swim? Oh, let me just grab this too. If you couldn't tell, I kind of get distracted very easily.
So strange. A good place to leave her our offerings. Are you here to worship the mountain? It's been years since my last offering. My brother's favorite story was about the mountain that raised an orphan boy, and the wolves that guided him to the safety of her shadow. My grandmother used to say these sculptures were made by that same orphan boy, hiding gifts for anyone born under the mountain's shadow, as long as they are smart enough to discover its secrets. So they hold riddles. Makes you curious, doesn't it? I've never figured them out myself. Maybe. Riddles that hide gifts from the mountain, huh?
Boy is lost and alone, but wolves came from every corner to guide him, their eyes gazing at the true Mount Yotei. Totally understand what that meant. Back on the road. way. Oh, y'all are not good people. Okay, didn't know. I need to stop blindly walking around like this. My bad. My bad.
It won't hurt you. Where are you off to?
Are we gonna follow this horse? What happens if we just follow it?
The old stable. Father used to bring me here. Go, go!
Lord Saito, please accept this sword.
Go on! Get!
What? But the...
There's nothing here for you, stranger.
Unusual for a stable master to send his horses into the wild.
I'd rather them out there than in the hands of Lord Saito.
Saito?
He needs horses for his war against Clan Matsumai. I held out as long as I could, but...
Search the stables! Our scouts just saw them!
No, they're already here!
Hide.
See if any horses remain. The stable master must answer for his impudence. Keep looking. Burn this place down if we have to.
Well, I didn't necessarily mean to come here. You know, I thought we'd get a tutorial on... What's the word for it? Stealth? Apparently not. How do I drop this? Ooh.
I think they're better than us.
Okay.
I'll get even with those bastards one day.
No, you won't. See, if I had a bow, I could just shoot that guy and just take care of him, but I can't do that now. Anybody in here? Housekeeping? Don't know if I want to challenge the remaining enemies like that, if I just want to... Look at that. Only a band for me? That's crazy. He could at least drop 3. I forgot what the whistle input was from the first game. If someone's been playing Ghost of Tsushima, you have to let me know. I'm gonna test something. I want to see if this wolf actually comes out.
Taking a closer look.
My purse is getting light.
Thank goodness I wasn't trying to deal with you.
Need to train more.
You can come out. It's over.
Oh, that was everybody. Nice. I'm just trying to, I guess, take as many crafting materials in advance as I can, so I won't have to worry about it too much.
They won't bother you again.
Thank you. Saito has everyone scared. I never expected.
Need a hand finding your horses?
You've already done so much.
So what's one more thing?
Settlers used to take care of each other. My stables were funded by a great swordsman.
Master Kengo.
What happened to him still haunts me.
Is that why you defied Lord Saito?
Out of loyalty to Kengo and my horses.
The way you just seamlessly roll from one thing into another is really nice.
I know this place.
These foes will be the death of me. I provide them with everything they need and they still run off. Don't worry. We'll find them. I have plenty of experience tracking down unruly children.
He enjoys it.
I'm sure he does. We'll have your foals home soon. Come, Natsu. See this?
Is that horse manure?
Fresh horse manure. A quarry was here.
Ugh.
Likely easing their thirst. You should follow the horse tracks in the mud.
Well, they obviously went this way.
It's end here.
We might have more luck the other way.
I'm liking the soundtrack so far.
Something's
This
been...
game just makes you feel right at home.
Good eye. Our foals were hungry. Left unchecked, the horses might pick this area clean of wildflowers. I'll leave a charm to help them grow. Soon, there will be more than we can count. What do you think? Is this a good spot?
Yes, but we're no closer to finding the foals.
We know they are around here. Maybe if you try whistling. I don't think they can hear us. Let's get to higher ground.
It's because I can't whistle.
You just need practice. Up this hill. Come on.
Oh.
This should be high enough. Try again.
I can't do it. It's too hard.
Just because something is hard doesn't mean it's not worth doing. Believe in yourself, Atsu.
All right.
Look, there's movement at the tree line.
Horses! We did it!
Because you believed. Come, let us meet these wayward foals.
I definitely tried to roll.
Jealous he missed this.
Don't rub it in too much. He's helping your mother.
You have quite the whistle, young lady. I can't thank you two enough.
You could always give us a horse.
Atsu, don't be rude.
What? We found them. It's a fair trade.
These foals are too young. But when you're older, and if your father agrees, we'll talk.
16 years later, and you're still losing horses to this pond.
They're drawn to the wildflowers. How did you... You're Kengo's girl.
You owe me a horse.
I said we'd talk. Still got that good whistle. Kengo taught you well. He was saving to buy one of my horses. He said it was for the family business, but we both knew it was for you. Take one.
Oh, they let us choose one?
Who's been through a lot. My horses are the best in Ezo. Give them a look. Should you find one you like, I'll watch over your current horse.
Let's see here. There's a joke to be made here, but I'm just gonna not do that.
Restless, are we?
Let's take this one.
I'll take him.
A fine choice. What will you call him?
Ooh.
Mochizuki.
Little can compare to the beauty of a full moon. Take good care of him for me, and I'll do the same for your old horse. He deserves some good rest.
And all the wildflowers he can eat.
Feel free to visit him anytime.
This reminds me of the old school RPG games where the main character. Hey yo. What was I gonna say? It reminds me of the old school RPGs where you would be able to pick a previously made name for the main character, like in a faceless protagonist, or if your protagonist is already established. In those like little text-based ones where the main characters wouldn't have voices, or even some that would, where they would actually say that name if you chose that name. I always thought that was really cool. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need that health increase. We're still gonna be playing on lethal, but we're definitely gonna need that health increase. I can't get one shot like that again.
I wonder if Father's charm is still here.
He did say we were gonna see a lot of different wildflowers.
Right. More flowers than we could count.
Yo, what's up, Blade? Hope all is well. We got chokeslammed earlier, so that was pretty cool. I mean, it didn't feel too good, but it was, you know, these things happen. One of those character growing moments. Forza Horizon 5 says if real government day fully voice acted every time you launch the game up. Still don't know how they do it. Oh, your real government name, the day, and oh wow, that's crazy. Oh, so you just been named. Gotcha. Oh, so we could just wear his mask now, huh? We can let them know we mean business by wearing their dead friend's mask. But yeah, no, I know the feeling, Blade. That was me with the original Ghost of Tsushima, man. I think I played it once it came to PC. But this one, as you can see, I'm playing on PS5. I want to play Neo 3 as well when that comes out. I'll probably be playing that sometime soon. Maybe not. Don't hold me to that. I gotta see how that game does. Let's go to the hot spring, because after everything this woman's been through, I think she's overdue for a nice bath. Isn't it like a nice hot shower or bath after like a long day's worth of work?
It's strange to be home after so many years. I left Ezo with only Father's katana and Mother's shamisen. I didn't have anything from Jubei, only memories. But that was enough to keep me going.
All right, let's get up out of here. On to the next. Oh wait, you know what? We do this by doing one of these. Minor increase in maximum health. Definitely need that.
Go, Mochizuki.
Let me get this. Oh, there's a lot of mist in here. It's time to go into Silent Hill where the residents are evil. Wait, now that game's gonna... Oh! We have a serial killer. I was gonna say that game is gonna look so beautiful on PC, but man, I don't know if I want to see something like this with the highest graphical fidelity possible.
Bait to attract crows. There's some sort of powder around his eyes. A note was left on him.
Matsume once served Clan Iguchi. He paid for his crimes against Clan Sugaru.
And Sugaru. They were wiped out after they assassinated Lord Eguchi.
Not so fast. You here for Crow Ginzo?
What if I am?
His bounty is mine, and I work alone.
Funny. So do I.
Whoa, brother. We could have just gone our separate ways. What are we doing here? Are there any more Ronin over here? Hold on before I do that. I want to pick this up and throw this to somebody so bad. This is going away from location. I'm assuming he's either drugging people in some way, shape, or form, or sneaking up from them from behind. Just from what we're seeing with all the flowers and everything else in here. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna have to swing it. Do we have a grapple hook yet? I don't think we do. Oh, we do. Before he followed Lord Saito, he served Clan Iguchi, paid for his... Okay. So did a bunch of clans come together to assassinate this one clan? Which is crazy kind of how often that would happen around this time. Or in the medieval era for that matter. One giant clan getting jumped by a bunch of smaller clans. Even the bandit once served them? Or is he just assigning this to everybody else? I don't know anymore. How would you know that? Well, I imagine there must be some type of symbol he was carrying. Apparently, Clan Iguchi is no good to work for because all their employees are dying. Oh, this looks nice. Surely there won't be somebody waiting here to duel me.
You're not of Clan Eguchi.
Oh, hey.
You're here for my bounty.
Chasing the bag.
Clan Eguchi slaughtered my brothers, then refused to bury them. Their bodies were picked away by crows. I am only returning the favor.
There's more to that story. I fought in the south. I remember hearing about Lord Eguchi's assassination at the hands of your clan.
He deserved to die. They all do.
Why? Because your lord said so? He's dead.
A mercenary could never understand.
Let's not be so hasty. Don't be rash. Man, all the bruises and cuts on her body tell a story without her even having to.
For Clan Sugaru!
Oh, timing was off. We're learning. We're capturing data right now. Why does everybody have pockets in?
You will not stop me! Prepare yourself!
Oh, okay.
Eguchi cannot go unpunished!
I'm gonna have to learn more about that mechanic.
They lost, just like you.
I will avenge my brother!
Don't worry, Sasuke. You'll be seeing your dead brothers and sisters real soon. Ooh. Oh, never.
Brothers.
Never panicked. Easy, first try.
Not so fast.
I'm sorry?
You here for Crow Genzo?
He's already dead.
That bounty was mine.
Pockets in.
You're the one on the poster. Lord Saito must really want dead.
Game feels really good. Game feels really good. Oh, we get rewarded for doing these too?
Blinding powder. Useful in a fight.
Not just money either, huh? Oh, this is gonna be a problem. I'm starting to get immersed. Oh, and we have a skill tree. Yeah, yeah. That's gonna be important, but there's a lot of these I really want, but I think this parry is gonna be the first one we need. And we're gonna need that disarm counter. Nice. All right, let me stop. Hardened bowmaker who trusts coin over most everything else. I can't blame her. A woman working weapons in Ezel. It's a tough way to live. She's a survivor like me. I'd imagine she's what, over here? We can fast travel, right? Oh yeah, I'm so grateful for that. Oh, we can just travel directly to them?
I can make your bow sing if you have the coin. You know what to look for. I'll be taking that coin.
It's audio scratching my brain in just the right ways.
Stay alive, yes? Can't afford losing customers.
Too many young men trying to prove they're warriors. They all end up dead.
Where else are we going? Well, the crow's dead. I want to go down here, but let me go to the mission. Oh, you know what? He was near the end. Let me go get my money. I'm out here working for free.
Crocenzo is dead. He won't be killing for his vendetta anymore.
Revenge is a cruel mistress. Here's your reward. Keep this up, and I might have a bounty or two reserved for skilled hunters only. Could make us both a lot of money.
What kind of bounty are we talking about?
Oh, you know. The deadly kind.
Hmm. I'm just gonna keep grabbing these, and then the closer I get to doing missions, I'm gonna see which bounties in the area and also do those. I think that's a good way of doing so. Nice whistle.
Come on,
this way.
Saito's men. They're looking for Hanbei.
Careful! We've lost too many men to Hanbei's traps.
Bah! Why not just leave the old cripple to rot on Mount Yotei?
Because Lord Saito has not deemed him worthy of such peace.
See, that's the problem. We're working for an evil overlord. A lot of his decisions just do not make sense. Yep, sir, right this way. Y'all saw nothing. Vanishing like a thief in the night. Okay. Knew that bow would come in handy. Don't turn around. Moving up there is a little greedy of me. I like that they just don't pay that random horse any mind. I'm not complaining. Oh, you have to actually aim it, huh? I think he was the last one. Keep trying to sheath my sword.
Come.
This is kind of lazy of me. Oh yeah, we weren't gonna use this horse up the mountain anyway, huh? So used to games like Skyrim, where your horse by itself could just climb the entire mountain.
Should convince him to teach me his dual katana technique.
Oh!
right into that one.
Yeah. Should probably stay away from the areas that are covered up with too many leaves. This is gonna be tough. And there's only one beaten path. It doesn't appear as if we can go into the trees.
I must be on the right path.
I'm gonna fall. Oh! Just as I said, I was gonna follow the wolf.
A long way up. Mount Yotei is the heart of Ezo. That's what Father used to say.
Man, if I was playing this through Steam, I would have taken so many screenshots. This game is gorgeous. It feels very authentic for the setting. I don't think there's a lot of places in the world you can even get a view like this today.
I don't see an easy way down. Wonder how long Hanbei's been up here.
Ooh, yeah. We're probably more than likely not jumping across that gap. I don't think we're going up here either, and there's no tie around this tree. Can we go up here? I just want to see what I'm looking at. No. Guess we're crossing this.
This climb alone would put off most bounty hunters. A small homestead. That must be where Hanbei is hiding out.
Yeah, they weren't making it up here. I couldn't imagine navigating an area like this as an old man, though. Like, this is the type of climb you make and you're like, all right, I'm living here for the rest of my life.
Looks more like a farmer's hut than a master's hideout. Is this really the home of a dual katana master?
Oh. Thought I saw something light up there.
Wait. That katana. He still has it.
That does not belong to you.
Hanbei?
You made it further than anyone else. For that, I will kill you quick.
You commissioned this katana from Master Kengo.
An old friend.
My father.
Little Matsu?
Atsu.
But you died.
The Yotei 6 left me for dead. After they killed my... Teach me your dual katana technique. To avenge my family. I'm not leaving until you train me.
It's a big mountain. I won't notice you're here.
You will if I follow you.
Why is he running?
It has been 16 years. Why have you come back now?
The South no longer needs mercenaries, but I hear Saito does. And after years of war, I'm strong enough to face him.
If that was all it took, he would have been dead years ago.
That's why I need your technique. You fought Saito and lived.
You want him to take your arm too? Go back to the mainland, before the Yotei 6 hunt you down.
I already killed the snake, and sent a message to the others.
I just can't get over this view.
Because you're Kingo's daughter, I'll give you a chance. There's an old training sword over there. Pick it up.
It's heavy.
Your left arm is weak. We must train your muscles to become stronger, faster.
Won't the weight throw me off?
Only if you let it. Now, stand back and be ready.
For what?
You'll see.
You could have burned me!
You want to learn my technique? Strike the core! You killed the snake moving like that? He must have...
Crazy, right? He was.
Yes, quick. Like that. Good. Can you do it again?
Well?
You have only survived this long because you're stubborn.
Are you going to train me or not?
Why should I?
Because you were once the most infamous bounty hunter in all Ezo. A dual katana master.
That was another life.
Don't you want Saito to suffer for cutting off your arm? For what he did to my family?
We begin at first light. You can sleep out here.
I don't know how much these dialogue options really affect anything.
Wake up. How are your arms? Sore? Numb?
They're fine.
Savor the feeling. It won't last. I'm going to train your left arm to be as strong and fast as your right.
By throwing more coals at me?
By cutting through this.
Ooh, the bamboo tutorials.
Let's see what you can do.
Okay, almost. Okay, I got it. Dun. Ooh, wrong button. I must be messing up one of the up or down inputs.
This is going to take a while. You've chopped through all my bamboo. We will need more for tomorrow. Use the nata, left arm only. You're sore now.
What did it feel like to fight Saito?
Worry less about the fight and more about the man. Saito is not just a master of every weapon. He understands the warrior's spirit.
I know he's building an army to conquer Ezo,
Not to conquer. To keep this land free of the Shogun's control.
You don't believe that?
It doesn't matter. Hundreds do. That is Saito's power. He can make you believe.
Then he doesn't just understand the warrior's spirit. He can manipulate it, break it to his will.
You are more insightful than you look. Go rest. Training continues at dawn.
Remember all the days of putting in cheat codes in GTA that really helped me for this moment, but that last one was wild.
Have some breakfast.
Oh, what is it?
Bamboo soup.
Ugh.
If you can complain, you can eat. Hurry up. You know what to do. Your left arm's getting stronger.
Oops, wrong button. Oh, okay, so we're going in order.
You are no longer sacrificing form for power.
I'm doing the wrong button. L1 left down, right. Had it right.
Even cuts, focused and controlled. Better. Can you feel the difference?
It still takes effort.
Give your muscles time. It will become as natural as breathing.
I have to get used to that again. Haven't done one of those in like 6 months.
You are quiet tonight.
I can see my home from here.
I know. The night your family was murdered, I saw the ginkgo tree burn. I stood here and did nothing.
It wasn't your fault. It was mine.
Atsu, we're supposed to stay inside of the house.
We've picked those hills clean. The best mushrooms are in this forest. I'll show you.
Now, if Mother and Father find out...
I'll know it was you who told them.
You grab those? I'll take these.
Got you.
Oh, no wonder she feels so bad.
Think that's enough?
You know Mother will want more.
Fine. Come on. I don't even like mushrooms. Shh. Atsu. Look.
Let's get closer.
Are you crazy? It's a wolf.
I know. Stay low. The grass will hide us.
But Father would not approve.
Imagine those teeth sinking into your arm.
Now you're just trying to scare me.
Is it working? Jubei!
Does she see us?
The wolf staring directly at the both of you.
We won't hurt you.
The beast is gone, little ones. You're lucky I was here.
That noise was like thunder.
Do it again.
You two don't scare easy.
He has a katana.
Does your blade need sharpening? Our father's a swordsmith.
Your father?
Master Kengo. Have you heard of him?
Who hasn't?
We can take you to him. Just don't mention the wolf.
Your secret's safe with me.
Oh, man.
This way.
Knowing what happens, I almost don't want to finish the mission. That's kind of sad.
Atsu, we still need mushrooms.
We can pick some on the way.
It'll go quicker with 3 pairs of hands.
But then again, how could she have known, right?
Let's spread out.
I can handle these. But I saw some more over there.
Atsu!
You two are skilled foragers. Did your father teach you?
Some, but Mother knows more about plants.
She'll still want more. Let's keep going. Are you samurai?
Do I look like a samurai?
Yes.
No.
My clan fell at the Battle of Nagashino. The North is my home now.
I can't remember if that's one of the battles that happened in Ghost of Tsushima or not. But then again, it's like 300 or 400 years later.
Let me show you a trick, young master. Give me a hand.
There are so many.
That's more than enough to please Mother.
How did you know to look under there?
Starvation is a cruel but effective teacher.
Atsu's always starving.
Then she's always learning.
Home is just across this field.
Lead the way.
Oh, by the way. Oh. What just happened? What?
See the ginkgo tree? That's our home.
Nestled beneath the shadow of Mount Yotei.
Almost there.
This turned into a fun adventure. I'm almost sad it's over.
Stay for dinner. You helped pick the mushrooms. It's only fair.
Ooh.
Mother, Father,
This place looks so nice.
we met a samurai.
He saved us from a wolf.
Yotei!
Wolves and samurai. What happened to picking mushrooms?
Don't worry. They found plenty of those too. You have a beautiful home.
Children, let's go inside.
No, no. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
We are not friends.
Your lord, then.
When Saito fell, you're nothing but an outlaw now.
Is that what you tell yourself? Your father is a deserter. He abandoned my clan and infected others with his cowardice.
You were raiding villages.
We needed food! Do you know how many starved? The family I lost. While you were building your own.
If you want my head, take it. But leave them out of this.
I must make an example.
Them just magically appearing out of the shadows is crazy. They must have been following him the whole time.
Atsu.
That's scary, man. You saw how quick his demeanor shifted?
I invited Saito into our home. Led him to my father.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
It's still my fault.
swords don't get breakfast.
I've had enough bamboo soup.
There we go.
A clean cut.
I hit the wrong button again.
Your left arm is strong.
Ah, okay. I forgot about the last button.
Quick and controlled.
Nice.
Well done. You're ready for the calls again. Before we start, I have something for you.
My father's sword.
Such a fine blade is wasted on me, and you will need it against Saito.
Thank you.
Should Saito defeat you, I'll take it off your corpse.
That would require you to leave Mount Yotei.
Then you better not lose. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
That's a woman. The Yotei 6 she's here. You now have training to match your raw talent. Kingo would be proud.
Nice.
Remember, Saito is a weapon master. Should he wield a spear, match it with the speed of your two blades.
And if he uses a single katana?
Then so should you. Let's practice. Show me what weapon is best against a swordsman. You'll need the strength of both hands to fend off a swordsman. And should your enemy use a yari, what then?
Pretty sure then we'll switch to dual katanas. Yeah.
Two swords will make short work of spearmen. Come, we will toast to the end of your training.
Nice.
How did you get sake all the way up here?
Off the idiots who fall into my traps. Saito has sent plenty.
But still, you stay.
He would find me wherever I went. At least here, I have the advantage.
Oh, let me take this.
Smoke. They finally made it around my traps.
Let's give them a warm welcome.
I didn't think they would. Time to try out my new abilities. Oh my god, and die. Forgot we are playing on lethal. It's a reality check I needed.
Careful, you do not. This idiot was far too slow for you.
Oh, there's more of you guys. Oh my goodness, they're gonna force me to switch. That's fair. That's gonna take some getting used to. Switching back and forth like that. Can I just Tap R2 to do it? No, I have to press the specific one because there's so many more weapons.
Your face is on a bounty poster. I am here to collect.
Whoa. I definitely pressed like R1 when I saw the flash. Whew. Like I'm pressing R1 and X instead of R2 and X. Okay, so whoa. I didn't get the parry there. So those guys, they back up for a quick second and then hit you. Wow, okay. So there's a delay. Yeah, we won't be doing that. Where are the reinforcements coming from now? Fuck is in.
A cripple and the Onryo everyone is so afraid of. I'll put you both down.
Let's not say we did. So it is a timing thing. Yeah, the only thing about switching constantly back and forth is that I'm doing this, but I don't necessarily have to.
Show him what a cripple and an Onryo can do. Just like the bamboo, strike hard and quick.
Oh, so they just want us to let go whenever. Ooh.
This one had something on him. A tiger forced up the mountain, still bears teeth, and will return twice as strong. A passcode, maybe?
There's mud on his clothes, reddish brown, like clay. These men came from Tokachi Range. There's an old fortress in the marshlands, perfect for training recruits.
You got all that from dirt?
I was a bounty hunter, remember? The best in Ezo.
You could be again. Help me against Saito.
And lose my other arm?
I'll likely lose more than that.
I can't face him, Atsu. Not again.
Then I will for us both.
Atsu, whatever happened that day, you were a child. It was not your fault.
Goodbye, Hanbei.
This is her. We can split the reward 4 ways.
Wonder if we'll end up running into them. Reminds me of Blue-Eyed Samurai. I need to go back and finish that. At least the last season, because I heard the second season's coming out soon.
I've got your scent, Saito.
We can actually upgrade our weapons. Didn't know that. I had a feeling we would be able to, right?
I remember the first blade Father let me help him with.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
Of course I am. Ugh, I'm sweating.
You'll enjoy the heat come winter.
I did not expect to be playing this long.
It doesn't look right.
We have only just begun.
So I think it's safe to assume what for the dual katanas they make us do it twice, one for each blade. I think that's where I'm gonna have to call it for now, though, just because I am running a little short on time today. But I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I've been really enjoying it. Let's switch screens here. But yeah, so far my first impressions of Ghost of Yotei, it's fun, it's beautiful, and it seems to be everything that Ghost of Tsushima was, plus a little more, which honestly is all the sequel really needed to be so far. I'm getting immersed though. Like, the game is beautiful, it's a lot of fun. Playing on Lethal is fun. So I'll be continuing to playing through the game on Lethal. I'm having a really good time with it so far. That all being said, let's see who we're going to be rating on the Twitch side of things. Oh, Jay's live. It's a good day to raid Jay. Every day I get to raid Jay is a good day. But yeah, if you guys could go through, show him some love when he's not dropping crazy messages in here. He's actually doing woodworking streams and just being all around a cool individual. So if you guys could go through, show that man some love, would highly, highly appreciate that. As much love as he constantly shows me in the chat. He's working on something in the shop. That all being said, I hope you guys are just taking care of yourselves and the people around you, doing what you can, what you have, where you are. Not beating yourselves up too badly if you can't quite get things done the way that you want them to, or if you're a content creator, if you can't quite get an edit the way that you want it to be. Just realize that you're doing your best and give yourself the same compassion you would give to another human being, and that right now we're all struggling. And that's okay, because things will get better eventually. That all being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and or night. You're all wonderful people. If you're on Twitch, stick around for the raid. If you're on YouTube, stick around for the outro. But I'll see you guys Monday with an actual mental health discussion, and we'll be continuing more Ghost of Yotei. We're probably going to play Tekken next Friday, just because I want to still get through more Ghost of Yotei, but I also want to keep playing Tekken. But yeah, I'll see you guys then.